ladies and gentlemen. First, I want to thank you all for attending this meeting. First and foremost, I want to be very clear that the City of Toronto does not regulate or license these kind of operations. We have to be very clear on that. These kind of operations are regulated by the federal government. Now, what we need to know is, and one thing that I know in terms of the level of contamination that we had in the past, is that in 1981, when the General Electric decided to shut down the operation, they left a massive amount of PCBs and other contaminants in the empty buildings and all the lands in the surroundings. It took more than 20 years of hard work, dedication, vision, and leadership, my friends, to make sure that we took at least the first step in terms of cleaning up those lands. And only happened about 8 years ago, as soon as I became elected, I was able, by working with community leaders, by working with all the stakeholders, to make sure that these lands were clean from all the contaminants. As a result, what we have now is a beautiful, vibrant community there that I'm extremely proud of. It's a great community that has become the jewel in the West End. And that's the kind of thing that we were waiting for many, many years. This is an area that it was an eyesore, it was a garbage dumping. In terms of the contamination, that was the real concern for the community as a whole. How do we deal with this contamination problem? And that's where, by working with the community, by working together, by putting politics aside, by taking a collective approach, we were able to do exactly what we were set to do, to clean it up, that community. And here we have, as I said before, a jewel of a community. What needs to be done now? I think what this community needs is a level of transparency to begin with, from the General Electric and also from these federal agencies. They have to be more transparent. They have to engage our communities with factual information, and that's what we need. Factual information, information that deals with the issues. This is a community that's thriving and looking great. And to somehow, even though in the good spirit of what we are trying to do, it's not fair for the community to be stigmatized. One thing that I would like to tell you is that as a city councillor for the area, I have listened to what the community have to say. Yes, I did go to a tour that was invited together with the local MPP and the MP for the area. And the reason of going there was to learn what's happening there, firsthand. And that was great, because that's my responsibility as city councillor, to know what's happening there so I can inform you. And one thing that I learned when I asked a very question is, I wanted to have this public information disclosure forum in terms of who gets the information from these agents. And to my surprise, believe it or not, as a city council for the last 8 years, my name was not there, and instead we had former councillor Adam Giambroni, that he's in the list, and this list went to the MPP and to the MP as well. So it's a public document. How can I know what was happening there? From that perspective, I will bring a notice of motion to City Council that will reflect all the concerns that you have and how we can improve the community. I will bring forward the petition that was submitted to my office, and I'll be very proud to represent this community, to make every effort to continue with the community revitalization that's taking place in this community. Thank you so much.